Hi, this is Joel Joy from CST department, second year. I'm going to do the fifth experiment in the C++ lab. I'll show you the question. This is a question given to us. The formula for calculating the question for the student is this thing. So my registration number is 45. So 45 modulus 10 plus 1 is 6. So the question given to me is the sixth question. So I'll read out the question for you. Given an array of size n, generate and print all possible combinations of R elements in array. For example, if input array is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4 and R is 2, then output should be 1, 2 subset like that. Similarly, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, till 3, 4. So I'll show you the program for this. This is the program. The first line, that is hash include iostream, is a call for the compiler to call the header file which contains input and output functions. Basic input and output function. Using namespace std is for using the standard input and output functions operations. Now an array of size 30 and its name is data. Its data type is int, that is integer, is declared as global variable. Now let's let's come to the main function. Afterwards I'll explain this. Inside the main function we have variables x, I, r, all of type integer. I ask the user to enter the number of elements in the array using the cout statement, and I store the answer given by the user in a variable x using the cin statement. Then I declare an array of size x. The x is given by the user, and I ask the user to enter the elements in the array. \n is used to go to the next line, and I use a for loop to store the values of array, store the values of elements in the array. The elements are given by the user. Then I ask the user to enter the value of r using the cout statement. I store the value given by the user in the variable r. Then this fun is a function used to find the combinations of different elements in the array. It has five arguments. One is to pass an array, another is to initialize a value of I. This is x is given by the user, that is size of the array, and r is the r value is given by the user, and this is another variable, it is initialized to 0. Then since it is an integer main, it returns it should return an integer type value, but since there is no specific integer type value to return over here, I just return 0. Now let's come to the function that's fun, which makes the combinations of elements in the array. Now the array, for suppose the size of the array is passed over here. Then variable I, it's initialized to 0 over there, and this n is the size of the array, r is the r value given by the user, and index is a variable, it's initialized to 0. All are of type integer. Then inside this I have a variable j which is of data type integer. Now if r is equal to index, then this statement gets executed, otherwise this for loop gets executed. So if r is equal to index, then for simplicity I use a bracket so that we can differentiate and understand better, and then I use for loop for variable I is initialized as 0, I is less than r, and I is incremented after every, I should be less than r and I should be incremented after every iteration. The element in the data array, that is in the data array is displayed using the cout statement, and then a comma is put for our understanding. then the bracket is closed, that's subset is closed, then backslash n is for going to a new line, then I return the statement. That means we no need to execute the next statement. So otherwise, if this condition is false, then we come to this for loop. For j is equal to I, that is I is already initialized as 0 here, so j value becomes 0 and j should be less than n. N is the size of the array given by the user, and j is incremented after every iteration. And this data array is replaced, the data array we store the array given by the user in the pre-initialized array data. Index is a variable, index starts from 0, it is already initialized to 0. Then here I use a concept of recursion, that is again and again I call this function. Now function, the array, this is the array is called j plus 1, j is incremented, n is the size of the array, r is given by the user, and index is also incremented. Again I go to this loop, and here if r is equal to index, r is not equal to index, so it repeats and we get the desired output. Now I will show you the output of this program. Since there is no errors, I will show you the output. Enter the number of elements, say let's keep it as 4. Enter the elements in the array 1, let's keep it as 1, 2, 3, 4. And the value of r, let me keep it as 2. So we have got the desired output. The subsets are 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. Here we observe that no elements are repeated. Hence this program is successfully compiled and executed. Thank you.